We first want to, of course, thank the Ms. Foundation for Women for this incredible honor, and especially to Teresa Younger and Aliama Matthew. You go so deep with your grantees, and you are taking us to heights that we could not have possibly imagined, and so we are indebted to you. And you know, Aliama really recognized that we are a package deal. We really complement each other, and we lead reflecting the authentic experiences of our membership, who are primarily low-income women of color and immigrants. Just really quickly, I want to share, this is our 20th anniversary as well, and thank you. And one of my favorite victories is when we took on a very cowardly governor named Arnold Schwarzenegger. He, at the end of a very long, protracted budget fight, on a Friday at 5 p.m., decided he was going to eliminate a child care program that would have impacted 60,000 children. We started organizing the very next day, and we were able to sue the state, and eventually he was gone, and we were able to get that child care program back for those families. And it's how we also got Clarissa. Today, with this award, we have the opportunity to ensure that the child care movement doesn't move forward unless it places the expertise and leadership of women of color at the center of the fight to achieve universal child care nationally.
This award is dedicated to the mothers of Parent Voices who have channeled their love for their children into social change, and whose power has influenced California's child care subsidy system. This is for the mothers who travel 3 hours to work in fields. This is for the mothers who right now are turning down raises and promotions so that they can just hang on to their child care subsidy, still stagnating wages for low-wealth families. This is for the mothers who are juggling multiple part-time jobs, going to school, raising their children, and yet are still stigmatized due to the race, class, and gender inequality. Parent Voices provides a mechanism for women to support each other, to take the personal and political risks necessary to challenge the systems keeping them in poverty. We move women to the front of the room.
Yes. We are at a very pivotal moment where presidential candidates, philanthropy, national organizations, and labor are focused on childcare because of the political opportunity it presents. But to us in the Ms. Foundation for Women's Economic Justice cohort, this is not a brief moment in time. This is real life. This is going to require long-term systems change, not just short-term victories, and we stand in partnership with anybody and everybody who's ready to take on childcare as a social and economic justice issue. We build on the legacy of strong feminist leaders who fought for childcare and gender equality before us, and the time is now to support the advocacy of women on the ground to fight for a comprehensive childcare system that starts at birth and puts the needs of mothers, low-income workers, and childcare providers at the front lines. The next generation of children are on the line, and we cannot lose them due to our collective inaction.
So I want to give a special thank you now to the hundreds of women who've answered my phone calls, begging them to come to hearings and rallies and meetings, who've shared their stories in their living rooms with me, who've opened up their homes, who've shared their food, who've helped, we've raised our kids together, who took time off of work when they couldn't afford it. This is for you. And this award is also for my biggest inspiration, my son Xavier. I started this work when he was two. He's now 9 years old. He comes to every budget hearing and rally that he can. He's starting his own children's rights campaign in our household. Boycotting bedtime. And trying to get more video games. So we'll let you know how that goes. I also want to give a big shout out and thank you to Oakland, California for raising the fighter and the activist in me. Black Lives Matter.
her. I want to thank the first feminist in my life, my mother, Lisa Ignatius. Here he comes. She immigrated to this country from southern India in the 1970s, and she was a nurse for 35 years. She faced incredible discrimination because of her ethnicity, because of her accent, because she was a woman. But she didn't give a shit and just kept fighting. And her sacrifices, I'm just indebted to her, to my two beautiful sons, Noah and Luca, who challenge me and love on me to depths I didn't know were possible, and I feel a huge responsibility to raise them as feminists. And the best role model I could ask to do that is their father and my husband of 14 years, Dennis, who loves me and supports me and never makes me feel shitty or guilty about pursuing my own personal growth. And I love you. And finally, our founding mother of Parent Voices, Patty Siegel, she passed away on Christmas Day. I got to tell her that 2 days before she died, that we were coming here for this award. She was so excited, but all she really cared about was what I was going to wear. And I have her earrings that she gave me on, and this award is just proof that her legacy continues, and we just thank you so much.